So I'm Patrick Smith again here at the West Virginia Game Developers Expo 2017, here with Matt Mundell from Marshall University. How's it going, Matt?
It's going pretty good.
So if you all don't know out there, here at Mount West Community Technical College, we have a 2-year animation gaming program, and we also have an articulation agreement with Marshall University that you can finish your first 2 years here and then go over and finish your degree at Marshall. They may have known that, but what they may not know is tell us about the program at Marshall, because they may not have heard a lot about that. So what are they going to do in those 2 years, or if they go straight to you all, what are they going to do in 4 years there?
Right. So our program is called the Computer and Information Technology Program. So it's a 4-year program in computer information technology. It's not just in game design, right? So it's you get a very good variety of experience with programming, web design, database design, all sorts of things that that way you can get a job pretty much, in any kind of tech field that you want. That's what we try to pride ourselves in, is getting people any kind of tech job that they need. They can get that, right out of college. Our game program, though, we have 3 emphases that people can choose. After their first couple of years, they can choose an emphasis to focus whatever their interests are. They can take specifically those kinds of classes. So if you're interested in game design, or if you're a Mount West student, you would take our game development emphasis. And so you would focus on, like in your junior or senior year, you would start to take classes like we teach one class using Unity. So a lot of our Mount West students already know a lot of Unity, so they're ahead in that class. And then we teach like Unreal in another class that covers 3D games. We have a 3D modeling class. We have a class for artificial intelligence specifically, and all sorts of things like that. In addition to the more basic classes like intro programming and all your programming SQL classes and things like that. And again, it's a 4-year program, so you get a lot of variety. In addition to those classes, you'll have some web classes and all sorts of things. So.
Okay. Well, a lot of people have told me that they might have taken programming someplace and they wrote business applications to pay the bills, and then for their passion they went ahead and made games.
Yeah.
You're going to have the well-roundedness at Marshall to go ahead and know those different languages and technologies, so that you can be doing the job in the day but doing your passion at night.
Yep.
You can serve both masters there. Well, great. So you're a programmer yourself. How did you get into programming?
It's actually kind of funny, and I was telling a few of our high schoolers here who are visiting, because a lot of them don't have programming in their high schools, and I didn't in high school either.
Right.
When I was a high schooler, I wanted to be a biologist, and I went to Marshall, and I decided I didn't really want to do that, and it was the first year, just by chance, it was the first year when I started at Marshall that their game development course started, their program started. So I was like, I'll try that, I like games, and now, like, I don't know, what is it, like 8 or 9 years later, I'm a teacher in that program.
There you go,
That's kind of how it happened. So
do you have any advice for someone who's thinking about going into game developing, or if people think, oh, that can't be possible, they demystify going into game developing or programming for people?
Right. So if you like games, which a lot of people do, and a lot of people are starting to admit that they like games, it's definitely a majority of people, and there's nothing wrong with liking games at all. To learn how to make one, there are a lot of tools. Sometimes people think that it's like, you got to spend thousands of dollars just to get the tools to buy them, to make them. A lot of them are free. You can just go and download like Unity or Unreal, and just start looking at tutorials online, look at YouTube, find out how to make one. And then you'll be like, hey, I love doing this, and I'm going to do it more. And then the more you do it, and there are people who might be better than some of my students, and all they did was just in their free time was they learned from YouTube or something. And then hopefully they'll come in and get the full degree, and then they'll have the full, they'll have the diploma and everything to go with it.
There's not one fixed path is what you're saying.
There's not one
you can
fixed
be
path,
self-taught, you can go to college. Really, all that relies on you having a passion, though.
Right.
Yeah,
you got to have that passion. That's what I like about games, though. Everyone's a lot more motivated to do games than to do, math worksheets and things.
Sure.
So that's why my students are happier, getting game assignments and not, calculus homework. But,
so if they're interested in actually coming to Marshall, where do they go? What do they do? Who do they talk to, Matt?
So again, our program is the CIT department, so Computer and Information Technology. So that's in the College of Science at Marshall. There are a lot of different colleges, and there's the College of Engineering, and that's where CS is. And so a lot of people think that that's what they want, and that's what they want. If they want game design, you want the College of Science, we're the CIT program. They can talk to me, they can talk to Brian Morgan, who was going to be here today and couldn't make it.
I know Brian is Morgan 16.
Yeah,
at
Brian's
Marshall.
Morgan 16 at Marshall.edu.
Yeah.
Mine's Mundell 2, so Mundell 2 at Marshall.edu. If you ever have any questions at all about joining the program, throw us an email and I can try and answer whatever questions you might have.
Great. Well, thank you, Matt. Enjoy the expo, and thanks for the interview.
Yep, thank you very much.
Thanks.